Hello, Bazookas, my name is Altsy and welcome back to Factorio here on Volcanus, where we have landed last time and we already set up quite a production. We have sulfuric acid, we have calcite, we have coal, we have a bit of smelting going. We unlocked the first few researches, but we're still struggling with that one. We need to craft a big mining drill, and then of course we want the next science packs. And once we have the science packs, we also want to craft them in higher numbers, which means we need an ore field for tungsten, and this in turn means we have to face the Demolisher. But one thing after the other. First, let's try to do that big mining drill. I think I have all the things that I need. We need a bit of lava for the crafting. Let's bring that out here. Then big mining drill. Need power. Oh, molten iron. Okay. Let's bring that down to here. Molten iron. Oh, that's the wrong one. We want to have... Where do we... Ah, this one. Right. This is the output, and we also get a bit of stone out of this. And then we can have here big mining drill. And we need a few of those tungsten carbide thingies. There. That unlocks tungsten steel, and tungsten steel we craft in a foundry with molten iron and more tungsten. So let's add that here. Then have a chest going this way and output, and I need to grab myself a bit of the tungsten. we can find this in the various rocks that are lying around here, but it's not available in high quantities. But hopefully it is sufficient for unlocking the science pack. So all that remains to do is set up mining operation for tungsten, and for that I have a bit of a look around here in the neighboring zones to figure out where is our best bet for a mining field that we can use, so we know which Demolisher we should defeat first. I had a bit of a look around, and we have one field down here, but it's not that big. And we have two fields up here, so I think we will free up this zone. We can always add this zone later on. Then here on this side we have quite a large zone which has more calcite and also even more coal, so I think that we will probably also need at some point, as well as quite a few sulfuric acid sources. But I think how we will deal with the Demolisher is we will lay a sea of poison into which it will crawl into, taking damage by that, and then let's try the explosive rockets first. But I will do this after I saved, so if this strategy does not work, we can go back and try something else without losing everything. Now let's give this a shot. Yeah, comes towards me. Well, that was not how it is supposed to work. Let's try this again. But this time I think we will use the other rockets. Well, that also did not work. So I think I have to go back to the drawing board and come with something still more different. Looking on my past experience, I think one issue was that we were trying to fight it into the confines of lava. which might not be the best idea as my electric equipment does not work and we limit our pass self, so probably a bit more open area would be a good idea. Maybe up here could work, or maybe, yeah. But I also think we will have to add a few turrets together with red ammunition, which we can produce here on this planet. But one thing that we also need is we're out of belts. So we need to craft some belts. So let's try. We can craft plates. Oh, let's bring this over a bit. Plates and gears. Into yellow belts. And we'll just add just here for additional iron. And then can we have any more of these foundries? Nice. Then here red belts. And we shall have production the red ammunition and the yellow one. And blue. And then we need of course logistic robots, and potentially we also want to have copper. Copper smelting here. So. And then. Oh. We need. Already a few of those. There. That should give us copper. And if we can craft copper plates. I have two more foundries. Great. No. Okay, one needs to suffice. And here we will have this, and we will put that also in a chest. Probably we also have to think about power at some point. And here we will just add that into a chest. I think let me make a bit more progress. Collect here the ammunition in the background. Maybe try to find a bit more tungsten lying around so we can have more foundries, a better setup going here on top, so that eventually we can have a proper lava pipeline and have that going when we finally demolish the Demolisher. Up on this side I have set up quite a few foundries. We are pumping out lava and we can add 12 foundries for conversion to iron and copper, and then all the additional products we can make out of it. So we have almost everything in here. What we're not yet producing are the low density structures, because for those we also need plastics, but mostly everything else we have here, even if we are not necessarily using everything that we have. Maybe something we can consider in addition. Having a few furnaces here. That produce stone bricks. We need stone bricks for the concrete down there. And then of course further down the line there will also be processing of all the tungsten carbide, tungsten plate, and eventually the metallurgic science packs once we have dealt with the Demolisher and have our field set up. But I think we're still missing a bit of ammunition and some turrets. With 200 turrets, we should also have accumulated enough ammunition for our endeavor, and I think what we need to do is clear out a bit of space. We saw that here over on this side it's pretty much open, and this is it, but basically it's at the other end of the open area. So let's wait for it to make another round trip. We can see 30,000 health. That's definitely something. Now let's try this again. It takes a bit of damage. And we will just spam here, and that was way easier than what I tried to do first. We used a few rockets, but I think it was mostly the turrets, and with basically everything free on this planet, you can manufacture most of it out of lava, and anything else is basically a bit of energy which we can get from solar. So that's not that bad. So let's mine all this tungsten. That should give us quite a few resources that we can use to craft more miners, maybe also some foundries. We will need those eventually, and then we can set up a proper tungsten mine, as well as processing of the tungsten into the science packs. But that will definitely be a topic for next time, because I will be busy mining up here the tungsten reminder of that worm. Until then, goodbye!